Gaming NFTs are coming to Nifty Gateway. Nifty Gateway, of course, is the Gemini-owned NFT marketplace. And I just wanted to talk about gaming NFTs, which, according to some on-chain data, are weathering the storm in the crypto markets quite nicely. So that is the story of the day. Nifty Gateway is doing this. Magic Eden is doing this. We've seen entire marketplaces such as Fractal from former Twitch co-founder Justin Kan launch focused on the gaming NFT sector. And there may be a bit of resiliency in the gaming NFT space as the rest of the NFT world remains rather moribund. So I'm going to kick this to Will. Will, what are your thoughts on gaming NFT marketplaces, including this one?
Oh, throw me the ImmutableX story to start off the day. That's not very nice of you. Okay, I remember when this story went out the door. I think it was like 9 months ago. Might have been a year ago. Wow, time flies. ImmutableX launched this platform, and they had the classic NFT play out there. They're talking about how this was carbon neutral, how it was great for the environment, an alternative to Bitcoin mining, and alternative to like all these sort of things that are out there. And it kind of floundered. I mean, GameStop and ImmutableX actually teamed up together, and GameStop didn't believe in this token launch so much that they dumped the token on ImmutableX. They dumped about $30 million worth of this token immediately once the token partnership was confirmed. And it was a confirmation between the two teams. It was a $100 million token transfer between ImmutableX and GameStop. So whenever I see ImmutableX in the headlines, I'm sorry, but that's immediately where my mind goes. I'm thinking of the story where they pitch themselves as like this very PR savvy green alternative for a layer 2 solution for gaming. And then immediately GameStop said, we're not super interested in what you're doing. We actually just want the cash. And so they did indeed cash out. That being said, get back to your original question here, Zach, like DeFi, NFTs, GameFi, all that stuff. It does seem to be bearing some weight during the bear market. Like people are actually still interested in this, and for good reason, because people still like gaming. It's cool to see like these crypto adjacent sectors continue to survive. And maybe that's how ImmutableX gets itself out of like this PR nightmare it's had over the last year or so. If this industry actually takes off, people actually care about games and they want to have NFTs incorporated in that and crypto incorporated in that, well, there's a solid runway there. And it's much more solid and I think like a tangible runway than a lot of other projects out there. Like gaming makes sense. Gaming has been a dominant industry for 20, 30 years now, and it's only going to grow. So I think like in gaming production with crypto really makes a lot of sense. Jen, I'll throw it over to you.
Yeah, so I took a little bit of a different direction on this story, and I first must disclose that I contribute to Web3 Gaming DAO, and Immutable spoke at our event last week. I think reading the stats in this article and comparing them to how we were talking about how Web3 gamers were talking about NFTs just at the beginning of this year is starkly different, right? So the article said in September, Gods Unchained entered the top 5 collections by trading volume, generating over $18 million through its in-game assets. I remember earlier this year talking about how gamers were talking about NFTs at multiple different conferences, and they really didn't get it. And so I think that the gaming industry have been doing, and take this with a grain of salt since I work in the gaming industry now, the gaming industry has been doing a good job at educating players about what owning their in-game assets mean through user experience. So not just telling them this is what you have to do and set up a wallet, but showing them that when they have these in-game assets, they can then set up a wallet, take it to different marketplaces, and buy and trade. I think that this year has been really exciting for the gaming industry. Zach, I saw your hand go up.
I just wanted to appreciate the low-key history corner that we got from Will. The recent history corner of crypto shenanigans is really why I throw it to Will often. But anyway, just want to put that in there. I saw Wendy's hand was up, so I'm tossing it to her.
I think that this is, I guess, good news considering the type of market we're in. I know a lot of things aren't as exciting as they were when we were back in the bull market because everybody had the euphoria, the FOMO. But at the same time, it's going to be a struggle for the gaming community to get excited about NFTs, because even with the current built outs with the NFT community and the products and the services, they're still not super easy to use. So until it's completely seamless, you don't really know that you're using an NFT. The experience was very similar to the previous experience, but the only difference is you actually get to own your in-game items. That's when we will see adoption with this, and that's when we will see the gamers actually get excited and not so hesitant against NFTs.
There's still, the interoperability piece that I think needs to be built out a bit further too, right? Making sure that one asset that you have in one ecosystem, whether it's ImmutableX or, I don't know, Polygon Studios, whatever you have, making sure that those two things can talk to each other in a way that makes that ownership meaningful, right? You know, we talk about some of these walled gardens that a lot of gaming ecosystems have, and I think the bad thing would be if we recreated a lot of those gaming walled gardens just in the context of, you know, different chains or different platforms that are supporting these NFTs. So I think the interoperability piece of this still remains a bit of a question mark and something that'll be really important for furthering the gaming NFT conversation.